Hi kids, bit of a late one, hence the weird lighting. The trailer for the new Masters of the Universe movie has just dropped. I will put it up here in the corner, and if it doesn't appear up in the corner, it means I've had to re-upload without it because YouTube has given me a copyright strike, so I'll be very small. Anyway, first impressions. Before we go into first impressions, in fact, is this going to be another one of those where everyone starts insisting that their speculation and opinion is correct? Look, let's get this one thing straight from the start. This is a remake of a cartoon which had a remake of a movie and blah, blah, blah. And whether you like it or not, it's just your opinion. It's not fact, okay? Therefore, everyone's opinion is equal. I don't care what you say. One of the first things, visually, looks very, it looks Dungeons and Dragons, and a lot of people are going, oh, CGI. How else would you realize a movie like this? It's like people used to say, oh, the CGI in Transformers. Yeah, because there aren't such thing as 80-foot tall transforming giant robots. Anyway, so visually it looks really nice. Dungeons and Dragons, I was thinking, any CG fantasy film from a while ago, Guardians of the Galaxy, possibly, that kind of thing. Humor is a bit Guardians, and they do a little thing which is going to enrage all the people who like to use the W word. They put a joke at the start, with Adam Glenn's pronouns, he, him, because it sounds like he, man. I like it. That's fine. That's quite funny. And the very fact that it's there is going to enrage some people. I can see it right now, and I don't care. The other thing people were complaining about was the casting of Jared Leto as Skeletor. Well, he hasn't opened his jaw yet, but he looks perfect. That's Skeletor, right? I mean, I was always a little bit put off by Frank Langella's Skeletor, who had a bit of a rubbery face. But I grew to love him. He was very theatrical, very Dr. Doom. I like that. And I like the way that his costume differed from the toys. But this one is going straight to the toys. Purple, blue, hood, little red lights in the eyes, all of that. Even the cartoon Skeletor, which we all know and love, didn't have the little lights in the eyes. So it looks all right. Now, obviously, people are going to complain about the casting of Idris Elba as Man-at-Arms. He is Tila's adoptive father, so it doesn't really matter. This kind of stuff doesn't bother me anymore. It's just sad that it bothers other people, really. I'm kind of looking forward to it. And again, if the film is great, but you like the Dolph Lundgren movie, you've still got the Dolph Lundgren movie. If this film is awful and it bombs, you can have a laugh at it, and you've still got the Dolph Lundgren movie. And if you didn't like the Dolph Lundgren movie, you've still got the cartoons and the Kevin Smith cartoon and the Mike Young cartoon and all the other iterations of the cartoon that came out. And if that doesn't work, you've still got the toys. And if that's what's important in your life, good luck. So Masters of the Universe, it's got the big budget feel. It's got the big spectacles. It's got lots of flying camera CGI shots of ships and creatures, and they've got Battle Cat in it for the first time in live action. We've seen the Sorceress. We've seen, in fact, I think we've just seen the Sorceress in bird form. Eva Lynn's in it briefly. You get to see the transformation. He's doing the exact same pose with the sword as in the cartoon. So it looks very faithful to the original, but I'm told it's got a sprinkling of humor, which, let's face it, it's not a case of making something that should be dead serious. There was always a bit of tongue-in-cheek about He-Man. And if you're doing a live-action remake of something like this, you can't not wink at the audience and go, this is all a bit crazy, right? You got a guy called Fisto. We haven't seen Orko yet, but I'm fairly sure he'll make an appearance. I'm going to leave it very short for this video because I've probably got to deal with the oncoming firefight down in the comments. One thing I'm going to say right now, unlike my previous couple of videos, if your comment down below is just mindless, looks rubbish, looks shit, woke. No, no, no. Don't even bother typing it because it's not going to get up on the comment section. I'll just block. I don't block people. I just remove their comments so they never show up. That's the world we're living in right now. It's my channel, and it's an arsehole-free zone. I've been pre-warned people about this. I've been as understanding as I can. I've asked very politely. And if you ain't going to listen, and this is YouTube, we should be able to do what we like. You put your videos on public. Yes, I have. But guess what? I control the comment section. So if you want to cause trouble, you want to start a fight, you want to insult people, you want to say the woke this and woke that just because you don't like something, go elsewhere because it ain't happening here. All right? Anyway, for the rest of you who are sane and nice, let's talk about it. What do you think about Masters of the Universe? This is a perfect time because, you know, we've just been talking about Blake 7 reboot and other things that may be coming in the future. Again, this might be someone's favorite film. This may be tons of fun. It may overtake the Dolph Lundgren film, which flopped big time. Let's not forget. But does that make it a terrible film? Not really. If you enjoyed it, it's not a terrible film. As I say, I've got a DVD rack right here, and I've got lots of films that people think are terrible, but I get some fun out of them. And I think that's what matters at the end of the day. All right, doesn't matter to the studio, who are only worried about money. But for us, public and punters and consumers, do you enjoy it? If you enjoy it, you'll forgive any number of flaws and shortcomings, misgivings, whatever. So what did you think of the Masters of the Universe trailer, which is hopefully playing there? Let me know. And what do you think of the film coming up? What do you think it's going to be? Is it something you're going to run out and watch? Is it something you're going to be like, no, wait till it comes on streaming? Or is it something you're not interested at all? But yeah, let's have a healthy, polite discussion, please. See you later.